Hello there everyone. Alex here with Lucksack Games, and we're here for round 6 of the Vintage Challenge. We're against Mike the Professor, and our hand is insane. We have no need to Serum Powder, we have Bizarre Baghdad, and Chalice of the Void, so we're going to keep. Opponent has mulligan to 6. We have our best consistent Dredger in Stinkweed Imp. Can't expect to have Golgari Grave Troll every game. I actually found out right before this that Golgari Grave Troll is actually restricted in Vintage, for those of you that don't know. Opponent mulligans to 5. Mull to 5. That makes me think that they might be Dredge. Maybe. It's not like we can actually produce mana for this Chalice, though, so we're just going to play it out regardless. Kind of curious what the opponent might be playing now. Alright, opponent's on the play. Also, Chalice is obviously better on the play rather than the draw, but we're fine with that. Recall yourself? Oof. Cavern of Souls. What are you going to name with your cavern? Human. Is this a turn 1 Thalia? Turn 1 Urza? Thought Not Seer. That's pretty good. You have to take away a Chalice of the Void here. Interesting, though. So we can cast an Urza next turn. Right, takes Stinkweed Imp. Interesting. Alright, well, let's go ahead and draw. We will play this Chalice of the Void out for 0. We will play this Bizarre Baghdad, and I don't think there's any reason to main phase this. Opponent might have a Wasteland. See if this Crypt hits him for 3. Yep. That's a good start. See what the opponent has from here. Which could be a paradoxical outcome. Thalia. Yup. Potentially we should have seen that coming and we should have gone for a Narcomoeba Cabal Therapy turn, but I think that Thalia is fine here. We're just going to take 4. And then during their second main, well, I guess it doesn't really matter because we're not bringing anything back yet. But I'm used to second maining things. Elish Norn, huh? Too bad we can't cast that with the Thalia in play. Let's go ahead and discard Thug, Amalgam. Yep. Okay, so during our upkeep, we're going to go ahead and Bizarre again. Let's see what we dredge this time. So we can go Thug, Stinkweed, woohoo, we hit a Narcomoeba, and we're going to discard Shambling Shell, Thug, Stinkweed. Go ahead and put a Narcomoeba into play, triggering our prized amalgams. And I think that's enough for one turn after we draw. So let's go ahead and go to our draw step. Stinkweed Imp. Nothing extra special there. We did hit a Bridge from Below. And we have Dread Return, but that doesn't really do much once again while Thalia is in play. If we manage to get Thalia off the battlefield, it's very likely that they won that flip. It's very likely that this Elish Norn won't be able to mop up the game, even with Caracas in play. Maybe not because of Caracas? That's actually a good point. Point for Flamekin Zealot over Elish Norn. double check, make sure we're recording, as always. Forever paranoid, hashtag. Alright, so the opponent has one card in hand here. If they attack in, we block their 4/4 and make it into our guy into a zombie. Seems fine. So now do I just want to wait for... Well, I don't really have a way to sacrifice my creatures, so I think upgrading to a zombie here is correct. See if the opponent bounces it with Caracas to keep us from being able to trigger our bridge from below. Possible this Chalice of the Void has not done anything. It doesn't seem to have done anything. Which might have been also why they didn't care about it with the Thought-Knot Seer. I don't think the opponent expected us to block. We have 2 Ichorids coming back next turn. It's pretty good. Alright. We're done with this turn. We're ready for our next one. See if they bounce Thalia and replay it on defense. That might be the line here as well. Nope. Ooh, we don't want to always yield. So we're going to turn off auto yields because we don't want to always yield to that. So stop yielding. So we're going to exile 1, Shambling Shell, and then we're going to Bazaar before the second one, in case we hit more prized amalgams. So let's go ahead and Thug, Grave Troll, and we'll discard our 3 Dredges. Alright. Now we'll go ahead and let this thing happen. Exiling Shambling Shell. Yield to this, and that's great because that means if they block a prized amalgam, it will also bring back at the end of turn. So we're going to go to combat. Remember, our spells are turned off as long as Thalia is on the battlefield. Get in with everything. Opponent's going to block for 3. That's fine. Can't always yield to those, luckily. Oh, no we can't. Why do I keep doing that? Because we want to be able to stack the triggers if they actually kill something in our favor. So let's go ahead and do this. So we'll make 2. Stack this, make 2. And bring back this prized amalgam, which will bring both of them back during the next end step, which is our opponent's end step. Let's see if they just died to this Mana Crypt. They lost the flip. They're dead to Crypt. Alright, well played, opponent. Okay, opponent. So these hollow ones are looking pretty good against you. This Force of Will's not looking super stellar. Force of Vigor's probably, though, because they're probably on cages, right? That's one thing we've learned, is they're probably on cages. We never get to cast Cabal Therapies anyways. Chalice. They obviously had 0 drops in their deck. We can never cast it past turn 1. Okay, probably having Force of Will over Chalice. And over Unmasks. So yeah, I guess we'll have Force of Wills over Unmasks. Oh, get to keep 1. That seems fun. They won't always have Caracas, so I think we do want access to this Elishnorn more than we want an Unmask. So let's send it in like that. See what we start on. I mean, Bazaar plus Hollow one. Plus a Once Upon a Time for a potential Nether Hollow one. Each Grafdigger's Cage. I'm probably looking to keep this. Let's see what our opponent starts off on. Mox Jet, yep. On the play, we'll probably bring in our 1 of Chalice again. Cavern of Souls, yep. Human. See if this is a Containment Priest. It looks like it is a Containment Priest, but they are waiting and holding this up. So let's go ahead and cast this and see if we can find either a Bizarre or another Hollow one. Ideally, another Hollow one. Just Nacrid. Okay, that's fine. Too bad. If we could found us a Force of Vigor, we could have hit the Mox Jet. Force the action immediately. Alright, so let's go ahead and Bizarre. We're going to draw 2, and then we're going to discard 3. 1, 2, 3. And unfortunately, we only have 1 Hollow one, but that's at least some amount of pressure. Alright, pass it over to our opponent. See if they flash him Containment Priest end of turn like we're expecting. Hey, baby. Good to see ya. So we will be activating Bizarre Baghdad every turn, but we are just looking for more, let's see if they have Thalia here. I mean, they do have Thalia, but that is not the Thalia I was expecting. We're going to go ahead and say no to this for the time being, because Containment Priest will exile it. Does that mean we just want to take draw steps? Yeah. I see no reason to dredge right now, as if we dredge while Containment Priest is in play, life becomes pretty miserable for us. Alright. Let's go ahead and go to combat, attack, get in for 4. Looks like we're good there. So post-combat, it looks like we're going to be able to put a Bridge from Below in the grave. No, we don't want any replacement effects. We'll just take some natural draws. 1, 2, 3. And let's go ahead and probe you. Oh god, they do have double Thalia. Alright. We don't want to take any. Darn, we really want another Hollow one there. Alright, so with double Thalia in play, they have a 4 power for a striking wall. And with Reality Smasher, I don't know if we can get there anymore. Wow, well the opponent's going to get in for 5. That's a little surprising for me. This other thing that I found out about today. It's another Thalia. Curious why they didn't just cast 2 mana Thalia there. So no, we don't want to do that. Want to take a draw step? Nope. Force of Will. Well, that gives us a way to potentially answer the Thalia on their end, so that's great. 2. Alright, well, Bridge from Below is pretty good. That's good. Pitch those. They're attacking us for 5, 6, 7 a turn, which means we're dead in 2, which means we leave our guy back as a blocker now. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. I think it is definitely the correct play. It's also a little unfortunate that we have this Force of Will, but our opponent has... Oh, please go for Smasher. If they go for Smasher here, we get to force it, and that's pretty good for us. Alright. Oh no, we have to pay 1 because non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. Okay. think we're going to concede. Let's see. We want the Chalice of the Void on the play. And it looks like the creatures quickly outclass these hollowed ones, so that's good to know. That seems, you know... I actually think maybe I do want these unmasks over these. Well, they could have cage. They probably also have cage, so. Let's keep it. See how this goes. But it does seem to have a large amount of Crocus, so I'm not sure if this Elesh Norn plan is still correct. Also potential that we need to just cut our last two therapies. Gives us Force of Vigor and Unmask. They also seem to play 0/1 drops. Yeah. Try it like that. That way we have outs if they have... I don't think they have ley lines. It looks like Containment Priest is their answer of choice, which is a little unfortunate because it doesn't look like we have any way to answer that outside of a Force of Will. So if they have Containment Priest that they're going to be putting in as an uncounterable 2-drop, we have no answer to that. So let's see what we can do here. We needed a lot more Bridge from Belows in the Grave to be able to beat that Reality Smasher. Notably, Containment Priest, I believe, says non-token. So I believe the Bridge from Below tokens are still fair game. Curious how the opponent is reboarding here for game 3. I'm keeping both Dread Return because I feel like Elesh Norn's still very, very good. We would like to play first. I'm going to keep this because I feel like if Bazaar is in our top cards, we can't lose. Right? Or do I mulligan this? Because it doesn't have Bazaar? I could believe that too. This also has an answer to Cage. I'm going to go ahead and keep this. So, obviously, ideally, this Once Upon a Time finds us a Bazaar, and that's what I'm trying to hope for right now. Come on, guys. Hope with me. Let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope. If not, we get to do it the slow way by discarding this Stinkweed Imp. I would like to discard Golgari Grave Troll, but that would require us drawing another green card first, because we don't want to put down Force of Vigor, I'm pretty sure. Okay, opponent's on Mold to 6 and is currently considering their 6. Let's see if they go to 5. So once again, we want this Once Upon a Time to find us Bazaar of Baghdad, and we want our first activation to draw us 2 hollow ones. So we can put 3 on the battlefield turn 1. That would be ideal in all situations. Alright. Opponent likes their 6. So let's go to our first main phase and cast without paying its mana cost. Bazaar. 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 Yes! Bazaar Baghdad right there. Alright, activate Bazaar. That's why we play Once Upon a Time, and it's amazing and incredible and should be in your deck if it's not. We're going to play Stinkweed Imp, a Bridge from Below, and a Golgari Thug. We're going to pitch this other Bridge from Below, but not till after we find out if they have a cage. Oh, I should cast that hollow one. Damn it. Alright, I'll cast that next turn. What the opponent has here. Ooh, Wasteland's a good one. So I will not be casting Hollow One this turn. My window to cast Hollow One has closed. Oops. Sorry, guys. I got so excited to hit the Bazaar that now I'm playing terribly. So let's see here. Icarid, Dread Return, and 2 Bridge from Belows is looking pretty good. If I had another creature in play, it would be amazing. See what the opponent has. Caracas. Black Lotus. Okay. Well, they're going to play a hate piece here, which is going to turn off a good portion of our deck. It is Thalia, so that's good for them. Hopefully it's not also a cage. It is also a containment priest, so now we're taking... Alright. So we take a draw step now. Hoping to hit Bazaar. Okay. Pass to the turn. If I cast this Hollowed One on turn 1, we'd be in a better position, that's for sure. Cancel this. Take a draw step at Bazaar. Hey, we actually hit the Bazaar. That is great. 2 hollow ones, please. 2 hollow ones, please. Shambling Shell, Icarid. I am not mad at all. 1, 2, 3. And this time I'll remember to cast it. So we got very lucky to hit the Bazaar there, obviously, but that is why we started taking natural draw steps. Means the opponent cannot currently crack in. They can Thought Knot Seer us, though, which seems less than ideal, and does seem to be what's happening. So with 1 hollow 1, we are most certainly losing this damage race. However, 2 hollowed ones, we get to start swinging in. So we would not like these to get exiled, so we're not going to bring them back. Let's go ahead and take a draw step here. Force of Will. Force of Will would have been nice to stop their Thought Knot Seer from coming down, because then we get to attack in. But let's try and see if we can hit more hollow ones to draw. So draw, draw. Some narcs, huh? We got some narcs. Oh, see, I'm talking like Force of Will's on, but they definitely have Thalia in play. Alright, let's pass the turn. We're just drawing the more hollow ones. We can hit a second one, we kind of have a game going. As a Mox. We never did hit our Chalice. Oh, this is insane for us. Alright, well, we're going to block here. So we have to make 6 power and tokens. And then we get draw a card. Looking for another hollow one. Let's go. So we can attack in because Thalia does have first strike. But Thalia can't really attack into us because we can double block with zombie tokens. Actually, we probably don't even want to do that because she can first strike them down. So if opponent plays this right, it's very likely that things go well for them. Alright, let's draw a card. Oh, we just want a card. Yeah, Force of Wills would be a card if this Thalia was not on the battlefield. See what they have here. Another Thought Knot Seer. Opponent, we have a couple Force of Wills, but unfortunately we don't have mana to cast them. Alright, let's see if we can another hollow one. It'd be nice if we had any kind of removal for this Containment Priest in our entire deck, but we do not. So, kind of crazy that they had Containment Priest and Thalia. But hey, can't complain. Second Bazaar is pretty good because that means we get to churn through twice as many cards now. Let's go ahead and activate the second one. Serum Power, Force of Will. Alright, let's discard 3. I know it might seem like I'm discarding at random. That's because I kinda am. None of these cards do anything in our hand. Thalia is on the battlefield. We have no way to produce mana in our deck. So like I said, currently we're trying to just hopefully hitting more hollow ones. If any of these Bazaars ever hit like a double hollow one start, that's pretty good. Oh no. Well, hollow ones are off the table. So now there's a transfer in play. So does removing Thalia even do anything? I don't think removing Thalia actually does anything, so I think we should take this attack for 6. Oh sweet, we drew a hollow one. Exactly a turn after they got a transfer. So I am 100% sure the interaction works, where it doesn't matter if we discard 3 extra cards, we still don't get to cast these for free. However, I'm still going to activate these. Oh look, a Force of Vigor, and a green card, but that's not something you can really use. So I should not be able to cast this. Pay 3. Yep. Well played, opponent. Unfortunately, it looks like we have lost. We've gone to X and 4. So we're going to go ahead and drop from the event. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alex here with Lucksack Games. If you want to see more content like this, please leave a comment down below, leave a like, leave a subscription. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have an awesome day.